planty people, it's your boy Jordan, and this is Kentucky Plant Daddy. Thank you for coming back for my October favorites video. I think that I have 8 plants to show you today. I have a few different types of plants. I didn't include any monsteras, I don't think, because I plan on doing a monstera video pretty soon. Sorry, Ashes kind of want me to hold him. But we're gonna jump right in and get started. I chose 8 plants this video because I was just having really good growth out of all 8 of these, and I couldn't choose. At the end of the video is my top favorite October favorite, and that's because I achieved a specific goal that I have set out for. So you guys stay tuned to the end of the video so that you can see what goal that we reached together. I'm sure that you guys have seen this plant a few different phases of its life, and if you follow me on Instagram, you have definitely seen me post pictures of it, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey guys, so the first 2 plants that I've chosen for my October favorites are my Synapsis Exotica here and my Monstera Adansonii, and this is just the green form, and I'm pretty sure it's wide form. This Synapsis I bought off of Candace probably right before spring. It was only 2 or 3 leaves, and this is how much it grew for me over the growing season. Originally, I bought this in some moss, and I put it in soil. And then once I got into semi-hydroponics, I put it in a leca pond mix, if you can see. It rooted really great, and it has been giving me beautiful, beautiful leaves. And so there was only like 2 or 3 vines in this, and to make it a fuller pot, what I did was I wrapped the vine around the top, and then it rooted like that. Do you see that root there? So now it's giving me like adventitious growth from the side, and it's starting to trail down like this way. So there's a growth point here, and there's one more somewhere. Oh, maybe down here. I don't know where the other growth point is, but it's on here. There's 3. Oh, she's way down at the bottom there, right here. So that's what's going on with this Synapsis Exotica. And I only have 2 types of Synapsis right now in my collection. I had gifted the Synapsis Moonlight to Candace. So this green wide form Monstera Adansonii, I bought this as a Lowe's plant. It was one of my very first plants ever. My husband knocked it over while he was vacuuming, so I ended up having to cut it, and then once I cut it, I rerouted it into this leca. So just take a look at the roots there, y'all. It's insane. This thing is completely due for an up pot, but I don't know that I'm gonna up pot it. It totally wants to climb, but I just have it on one of those clear acrylic stakes. And the reason why I'm not giving it a moss pole is because I have the mint variegated and albo variegated and aria variegated version of this same plant, and they're all on moss poles. So I didn't want to do another Adansonii moss pole. This one looks beautiful for now. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do after this, but for now I might just chop it up and start over and try to do something bigger and bushier. But those are the first 2 plants on my October favorites. Hey guys, so the third plant that we're going to talk about on my October's favorites is this humongous philodendron Well, I've been calling them black cardinal. I don't really know if that's the true ID for this plant. I bought this from a nursery here in town, in Lexington. But black cardinal, or whatever that it actually is, it has these nice red or like maroon petioles, and then this like dark green beautiful foliage, and it has not missed a beat. It's probably needed repotted since I bought it, but I have not done that for it. So it's just like a super resilient plant. I'm just setting it down like lower so that I can show you the top. This leaf here and this leaf here are both new. So those are two separate vines of this plant. And then there's another one down here that's always slower. So it's just now, you see that little tip? It's going to be putting out a fresh leaf there. But this is a truly beautiful like corner plant. It has been so easy to grow. It's still in like terrible soil. I should up pot this, but I don't know that I'm going to yet. But this is my philodendron dark cardinal potentially. The fourth plant that I'm going to talk to you about is this one here. It is my string of dolphins, and I repotted this into a soil mix, and then I ran out of soil, and I put tree fern fiber all at the top of it. So it's just not stopped the entire time I've had it. I bought this at the beginning of the spring, and it's like 3.5 feet long now. But it's just so beautiful. There was like some sections of it at the top that were starting to dry off, but like adventitious growth all at the top has started to pop out all over it. So this is the fourth plant for the October favorites. Okay guys, so plants number 5 and 6 are my Fus Teni here that was in my transition from soil to semi-hydroponic video. She's doing great. So this leaf, and this leaf are new on this plant since I have transitioned it. This leaf, and this leaf on this branch. So it's got 2 branches. It's connected by 1 root system. So I've gotten 6 new leaves on this plant since I transitioned it to semi-hydro, and the roots look great. So I just wanted to show this plant because it's growing so well for me in the month of October, and because this is like a true final update that this transition on this plant went very, very, very well. This is a Fus Teni in leca and pond mixed, and it's loving it. I also want to talk about this philodendron painted lady. So the new growth comes out super yellowy like this. I don't know how well you can tell with my lighting. There's the newest leaf over here. And then it fades to like a darker green, but like there's still speckling there. I don't know how well you guys can tell. And sometimes like on this leaf, it pushes out like this darker sectoral variegation. You guys see that? But I originally got this plant from a nursery in Frankfurt, and I got it in, you know, typical soil that nurseries have, and it grew well in that as well. But I took 2 top cuts because it had like 2 or 3 vines in the plant, and those top cuts I just rooted in water for like a little bit of time. Then once I got a little roots on those, I put it in all leca, and you guys can see like the root system that's happening in there. It looks really great. And then I put a pole in here So this vine that's up front is not going to be able to reach the pole because it's just so much forward. But the back vine has finally started rooting into the pole. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There you go. But I think that now that it is rooted into the pole, it's just going to kind of take off, and it looks great anyway. And it's like, look at these leaves. This is one of my favorite plants, and I feel like I don't talk about it enough. And I know the Painted Lady had like a moment where it was like, ooh, this is like a kind of a wish list plant for people. But I got mine probably for like 50 bucks. And it was already like a pretty big established plant when I bought it. And I've not lost my love for it. It just grows so well. I find that plants don't really get old to me if they are rewarding, and this plant has been so rewarding for me. Okay guys, so the 7th and 8th plant that I've chose to include in this video are Hoya, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this one first. This is my favorite Hoya that I probably own. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I really have a thing for yellow variegated plants. This is the Hoya australis Lisa. And so you guys see where the leaves are like small? That was the original plant. Then I took about 3 cuttings from this plant, so 6 total leaves, and it shot out a new vine, and every one of those larger leaves have come from the new growth on the new vine. And then the leaves at the top are new growth. And then right there at the main top, you can see little baby leaves that haven't emerged yet. But this is in pawn, and it sits next to a south-facing window. And then there's like a grow light kind of far away from it, so it probably gets light from that as well. And this is my favorite Hoya that I own. And it's not like a super hard to get Hoya. The australis Lisa is pretty common. It just grows so beautifully, and the variegation is to my liking. The next Hoya that I chose is this, I can't remember if this is Macrophylla albomarginata. I think that's the name. I'll put the name, you know, obviously down below as well, so that we know we got it right. But this has just given me so much beautiful new growth. When I got this plant, it was really sparse, and like, you guys can't tell, I don't think, as much as I can in person, but like, this is like a huge clump of leaves here. Like, there's like 10 leaves right there. And then it has given me a leaf like back here in the back that's new. And then it's given me this new vine here, and like, look at this baby growth. It's so cute. So it's grown really well for me. It still continues to grow really well for me. I love the texture of this plant. Like, look at all those lines, and like, you can feel that. And the color is beautiful too. Just the little elbow lining that kind of goes on every leaf is just a beautiful plant. So you guys stay tuned for one last plant. It is going to be the plant of the month, because I reached a specific goal with this plant, and I'm excited to show you guys what we've achieved for October. Okay guys, the final plant for October favorites is my Sedum Blue, and it has its first true fenestrations, which is why it's making the list. It is on a moss pole, and it grows so well. Look at these tiny little cuttings. And it just sizes up with every single leaf, and has finally resulted in the ultimate goal of fenestration. So I am going to extend this one more time and get these fenestrations really established. And then I'm going to have to do the chop and extend method on this pole. This Sedum is beautiful. Look at, like, I felt like the fenestrations were coming, because like on the last 2 leaves, they were little mini fenestrations, but I was not expecting like 2 beautiful fenestrations like that on the first fenestrated leaf. I thought maybe it would just have 1, but this is success. This is achieving a goal here, because this is what putting it on a pole and treating it so like highlight and good humidity and all the things has gotten me. So that is the final plant for October favorites. I'm just gonna like, beautiful. It still hasn't hardened off yet, so we are still expanding. Okay guys, those were my 8 October favorites. I saved the best for last. What did you guys think of that fenestrated leaf? It's not hardened off yet, but I can tell already that it's going to be really beautiful. I am going to ask you all to leave a like a falling leaf or some sort of fall related emoji if you guys have made it to the end of the video. I kind of forgot to do that the last few videos, but I think it's a cute little symbol that kind of shows me the people who hang around on here. So I think it's worth doing. And you guys know that this is Kentucky Plant Daddy, and I'm going to put my Instagram stuff below like I always do. So please subscribe to my videos. I really appreciate it. And go follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.